Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi fellas, welcome to 21st page of Mathematics UIN Syarif Hidayatullah Jakarta's channel. As you can see from the title, in this video we're gonna talk about cyberbullying. But before that, let me start with introducing the members of our discussion group. There are me, Fatimah Zahra, Muhammad Rangga Marlansyah, Muhammad Aqlani Wafi, Noval Firdaus, Syifa Ghaisani, and last but not least, Yudistira Pratama. So now, let me start the presentation. What is cyberbullying? When a person uses the internet or technology to harass, threaten, embarrass, or target another person, this person is called a cyberbully. Typically, cyberbullying involves tweens and teens, but it's not uncommon for adults to experience cyberbullying and public shaming as well. Compared to traditional bullying, the effects of cyberbullying are often more significant. Not only do the hurtful messages reach an unlimited audience, but the words and image are often preserved online. Even if someone deletes a mean post, changes are still available in some form, such as in a screenshot or shared text message. Worse yet, those who are targeted by cyberbullies often don't know who is bullying them, so they often have no way to bring it to an end. And then, who is the subject of cyberbullying? The subject of the bullier is netizen or someone who plays social media a lot. But the victim can be from anywhere, can be from someone who didn't know or didn't play any social media.
Where is cyberbullying happen? Cyberbullying can occur on social media, chat platform, gaming platform, and mobile phones. Meanwhile, according to Think Before Text, cyberbullying is aggressive and purposeful behavior carried out by a group or individual using electronic media repeatedly from time to time against someone who is considered not easy to resist the action. So, there is a power difference between the perpetrator and the victim. The difference in strength in this case refers to a perception of physical and mental capacity. Why did cyberbullying happen? Cyberbullying happens for many of the same reason as any other type of bullying, but it may be even more appealing because it can be done anonymously. StopBullying.gov describes two kinds of people who are likely to bully: those who are popular and those who are on the social fringes. Popular kids or teens may bully because they see it as a way to say popular. Hurting others make them feel powerful. Kids or teens who are less socially successful may bully because it helps them cope with their own low self-esteem. They think it will help them fit in with their peers. They have trouble empathizing with those they hurt. In general, bullies' behavior usually stem for their own problem. StopBullying.gov report that bullies tend to have less involved parents, to be less excited about school, and to be depressed or anxious. They often have trouble controlling their emotion and impulse and find it hard to follow rules. Here are some additional reasons people may do their bullying online. Ano- Anonymity. Cyberbullying allows bullies to avoid facing their victim. So, it requires less courage and provides the illusion that bullies won't get caught. Ignorance of the consequence. The National Council on Crime Prevention report that in a survey of teenagers, 81% said they believe others cyberbully because they think it's funny, because they don't see their victim reaction in person. Cyberbullies may not realize how much damage they are doing. Social pressure. Some cyberbullies may think their behavior is normal and socially acceptable, especially when friends egg them on.
How to respond to cyberbullying? If your child has been victimized by cyberbullying, it is vital that you and your child know how to respond to cyberbullying incident. While every situation is different, it is important to know what to do to address the issue as well as get your child on a path to overcoming the bullying. Here are 5 ways to respond to cyberbullying. First one, report but don't respond. One of the biggest mistakes kids make to respond to cyberbullying with a post that fights back or tries to explain. Although it is hard to refrain from responding to something untrue, this type of interaction is exactly what the person cyberbullying is hoping for. Cyberbullying is most likely to fade away if there is no response from the target. Remember, responding only allows the situation to escalate, so it is safer for your child to ignore the post and block the person. The second one, document the incident. Even though cyberbullying often involves painful words, photos, and messages, it is important to save the evidence in case you need to take the legal action. Save everything that happens by taking screenshots or making copies. Third one, involve the police and the school. As hard it may to be tell others about what is happening, reporting bullying to the appropriate authorities is essential. Even if the cyberbullying happened off the school grounds, you need to let them know. Some states give school the authority to intervene, especially since cyberbullying and other type of bullying will infiltrate the school building at some point. Fourth, be aware of the effect. There are a number of consequences target of cyberbullying experience, including everything from feeling overwhelmed and vulnerable to feeling depressed and even suicidal. Watch for changes in your child's behavior and communicate with them on a daily basis. And don't hesitate to get them the help they need in order to heal. The last one is refrain from taking away technology. It is a normal reaction to want to eliminate what is hurting your child, but you should refrain from taking away their computers or shutting down their social media accounts. For young people, this often means cutting off communication with their entire world. But remember, it is not the technology that is hurting your child, but the person on the other end of the technology. Assure your child that they will not lose their phone if they report the cyberbullying. Then, keep your promises.
What are impact of cyberbullying? When cyberbullying occurs, people experience a variety of physical, psychological, and emotional consequences. The victim also finds it difficult to feel safe and may feel alone and isolated, especially if they are being ostracized by their friends. Cyberbullying can lead to increased level of anxiety and depression. One study found that as many as 93% of kids victimized by cyberbullies reported feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and powerlessness. If your child is being targeted by cyberbullying, talk to their pediatrician or a mental health professional about what your child is experiencing. Expecting your child to cope with cyberbullying on their own is not realistic. Type of cyberbullying. Here is what you need to know about the most common type of cyberbullying. Number 1. Impersonation. Probably the most common form of impersonation involves fake account or profile designed to impersonate the victim. One form of impersonation known as frapping involves someone gaining unauthorized access to the victim's social media account, impersonating them and posting inappropriate content as the victim. Well, some people may think of as harmless prank. Impersonating someone online and damaging their very real and arguably fragile reputation can have serious consequences. We are reminded that once something gets out to the internet, it's impossible to control it. When things that are deleted can exist as many electronic copies elsewhere and resurface. Cyberstalking. Cyberstalking is when someone uses technology to repeatedly harass, intimidate, and threaten someone. Cyberstalker may keep tabs on their victims and make attempts to meet them. Many cases of cyberstalking involve adult grooming teenagers to have sexual relationship with them.
Okay, next, flaming. What is flaming? Flaming is when people post derogatory comments on someone's web or social media page or through instant messages, emails, or chat rooms. This generally occurs during an online fight, and the communication is usually filled with angry and foul language. Outing. This type of cyberbullies involves sharing someone's private information in order to publicly humiliate him or her. Outing can include posting photos, emails, text messages, or videos on the internet or forwarding them to other people. Okay, next, harassment. Harassment involves the constant sending of malicious, abusive, or threatening messages to an individual or group online. This can be done to the victims in public or private. Next, trolling. What is trolling? Trolling. This is the granddaddy of all cyberbullying techniques. It's a term almost as old as the internet itself. Trolling is the deliberate act of provoking a response through the use of some type of inflammatory statement, such as using insult and bad language in an online forum. Trolling was found on bulletin boards and on similar online forums. Today, trolls live on social networking sites. The goal is generally to incite someone to anger, perhaps so they post something inappropriate or embarrassing. Trolling is often done to try to make the troll feel better by making others upset. Trickery. Like outing, trickery involves revealing private information about another person. When someone engages in this type of cyberbullying, the person befriends someone and gains his or her trust with the specific intention of sharing that person embarrassing information online. Okay, next, catfishing. What is catfishing? Cat and fishing? No. Catfishing is when someone pretends to be someone they are not and sometimes assumes another person's identity online, including the identity of the victim. They might do this to post inappropriate content or manipulate and hurt other relationship the victim has online. Okay, next, denigration. This occurs when someone posts rumors and gossip about someone online. Cyberbullies use denigration in order to ruin the target relationship and reputation. Okay, the last is exclusion. Exclusion is creating groups or events and excluding someone. This can also happen by not tagging someone in a photo or inviting them to an event, as well as excluding someone from an online conversation.
Hi, my name is Yudis, and the last topic I want to talk about how to prevent cyberbullying. When it comes to prevent, it's important that you're not only helping your child implement some safety measure, but you also give advices to about how to use social media. It is important to talk about the risks of cyberbullying and what to do if they get bullied online. Here are some tips that can help you prevent cyberbullying in your child's life. Number 1. You can protect your accounts and devices. Almost every social media platforms contain privacy settings. Help your child make use one of these tools in a way that keep their account private. Prevent people from sharing their photos and require their approval before people can post to their pages or account. Passwords are one of the most effective ways to protect your child's social media account as well as their computer, laptop, tablet, and smartphones. Make sure that they should never share their password with their friends, even with their best friends, because there is no guarantee that they will be friends forever. And the next thing, you can maintain some privacy. Remind your child that they should never share personal information online. This includes things like address, school, and even their last name. The more information they have, the more vulnerable you are. Likewise, many kids like to share their location with their friends. Well, this is usually fine, but it also can provide detailed information about your child's whereabouts to kids who has less genuine intention towards them. Knowing your child's location make it easier for abusive boyfriend or girlfriend to stalk your child and for the cyberbullies to exploit this information. Next, think before post, because often an impulsive post or comment can be an open door for cyberbullying. Make sure your child knows that they should always take time to really think about what they are posting. Even if they post then delete it right away, there's still a chance that people will see, take a screenshot, and exploit it. It's better to be wise when it comes to post something. One way to have more control over posts is to teach your child how to be wise to post something, rather than quickly putting all together and post as soon as possible. Nah. Have them develop a post and schedule a time for it to be posted. This way, if they have second thought, they can edit or delete the post before it's up. Last, you can set limits. Kids who post a lot of selfies or self-reflective posts often attract the attention of the cyberbullies. Plus, when there are a lot of photos or posts, it gives cyberbullies a lot of material to work with. So you can encourage your child to limit how much they are posting social media. Also teach them how to set personal boundaries or limit on how often and how long they use social media. They can set timers to remind them that it's time to do something else. And last, I want to say to you guys, be safe surfing internet, because the internet is much more scary than you think. Be wise. Bye bye.
Okay, I think that's all from us. Our purpose in presenting this to you is we hope that after this presentation, all of you will realize or will remember that cyberbullying is such a bad thing that causes many problems such as mental health, trust issue, etc. Okay, that's enough. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.